Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Mr. Statijanto as the lecturer for this English course. Let me introduce myself. My name is Salsabila from Meteorology 2A class. In this video, I would like to make a keynote speech, and I am assuming myself as the Deputy for Meteorology at the Indonesian Meteorology, Climatology, and Geophysics. Good morning, everyone. It's a great honor to be here today among distinguished scientists, professionals, policymakers, and passionate advocates who share a common vision. A vision of a safer, more resilient, and climate-ready future for all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Warm greetings from Jakarta, Indonesia. Before I begin, allow me to extend my deepest gratitude to the organizing committee for this meaningful opportunity to speak before you today. I am truly humbled to stand here not only on behalf of myself, but also to carry the voice, spirit, and aspirations of Indonesia's meteorological community, and also for the Indonesian Agency for Meteorology, Climatology, and Geophysics. Ladies and gentlemen, we gather today at a crossroads. The climate crisis is no longer a concept for tomorrow. It is an undeniable reality for today, one that we see, feel, and endure in our daily lives. In Indonesia, a nation at more than 17,000 islands, climate change manifests in multiple and often devastating forms, like prolonged droughts parch the eastern islands, threatening crops and water security. Flash floods overwhelm urban centers like Jakarta, Bandung, and Medan, displacing thousands overnight. Rising sea levels erode our coastal communities, forcing families to abandon ancestral homes. And also shifts in seasonal patterns disrupt our farmers' calendars, jeopardizing food supply chains. Allow me to share a sobering reminder. In early 2024, Jakarta, our capital city, witnessed one of the heaviest urban floods in recent memory. Torrential rain poured more than 150 millimeters overnight, submerging roads, cutting power lines, halting transportation, and displacing nearly 30,000 people. While early warnings were issued, the intensity and speed of the flooding exceeded expectations, underscoring a hard truth. Resilience must go beyond warning. It must be built into how we plan, communicate, and respond at every level of society. This is not an isolated incident. It is a wake-up call, a call for us to strengthen our systems, deepen our collaboration, and expand our capacity to adapt and act. Meteorology is not merely about predicting tomorrow's weather. It is about protecting today's communities and safeguarding future generations. At the NKG, or the Indonesian Agency for Meteorology, Climatology, and Geophysics, we take this mission to heart. Every day, our dedicated teams observe the atmosphere, monitor the oceans, and translate complex data into timely, actionable information, or we call it real-time information. We issue early warnings for severe storms, extreme rainfall, heat waves, and potential droughts. Our work supports safe flights in our busy airspace, guides fishermen at sea, and helps farmers decide when to plant and harvest. In a country as vast and diverse as Indonesia, with more than 217 million people, this responsibility is immense. We know that every accurate forecast can save lives, every timely warning can protect livelihoods, and every effort to build trust in science strengthens national resilience. But this mission requires more than just a technology. It demands unwavering commitment, robust infrastructure, and above all, public trust. Without trust, even the best science loses its power to protect. To meet the scale of today's challenges, we have no choice but to innovate continuously and courageously. In recent years, BMKG has made significant strides in modernizing Indonesia's meteorological capabilities. We have expanded our network of automated weather stations, extended the reach of our Doppler weather radars, and refined our models for higher accuracy and resolution. We are harnessing satellite remote sensing to monitor weather patterns over vast maritime zones. We are applying artificial intelligence for short-term, high-precision forecasts, especially in fast-changing urban microclimates. One of our proud achievements is SADEWA, which is a short-term weather forecasting model tailored specifically to Indonesia's tropical and maritime dynamics. SADEWA has proven its worth during severe rainfall events and a tropical cyclone monitoring, helping local governments and communities prepare in time. Yet, as we all know, technology alone does not guarantee resilience. True innovation lies equally in nurturing human capacity. That is why BMKG continues to invest in developing the next generation of meteorologists, climate scientists, data engineers, and risk communicators, empowering them to push boundaries, question assumptions, and design solutions that meet Indonesia's unique needs. One of our fundamental beliefs at BMKG is simple but powerful. Climate change knows no borders, and neither should our response. Indonesia recognizes that no country, regardless of size or source or resources, can tackle this crisis alone. That is why we are proud to be an active member of global and regional partnerships. With the World Meteorological Organization, we contribute to the global framework for climate services, ensuring that critical climate information reaches those who need it most. Within ASEAN, we collaborate to strengthen regional early warning systems for transboundary haze, forest fires, and drought. With partners like Japan, Australia, and the United States, we engage in joint research, technical training, and real-time data sharing because when disaster strikes, timely information can mean the difference between life and death. We also take part in initiatives like WIGOS or WMO Integrated Global Observing System and the Southwest Pacific RIMES network, working hand in hand with other island and coastal nations that face similar vulnerabilities. Ladies and gentlemen, global collaboration is not only about sharing technology or data. It is about building mutual trust, fostering knowledge exchange, and uplifting the capacity of every nation to face this crisis head-on. When we stand together, we stand stronger. However, even the most sophisticated forecasts will fall short if people do not understand or trust them. This is why BMKG places a strong emphasis on climate literacy and risk communication. We believe that an informed society is a resilient society. We have established initiatives such as Sekolah Lapang Iklim or Climate Field School, where farmers learn to interpret seasonal forecasts and adapt their practices. Weather literacy for schools, that is, installing climate awareness in the next generation from an early age. And community-based early warning system in remote and disaster-prone villages, empowering local leaders to act swiftly and confidently when dangers looms. Moreover, we engage the media, religious figures, and local governments to ensure that critical information reaches every household in language and cultural context that people understand. In a country as rich in diversity as Indonesia, clear and inclusive communication is not an option, it is an obligation. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, our journey to build climate resilience is not a race to the finish line. It is an ongoing commitment that must unite us all. We are the first generation to fully grasp the magnitude of the climate crisis and perhaps the last generation with the means to prevent its most catastrophic consequences. This responsibility is profound and historic. So I urge you all, governments, invest in robust climate infrastructure and equitable adaptation measures. Researchers, advance science and technology that serve humanity, not just markets. Private sectors, innovate responsibly and contribute to community resilience. Communities, stay informed, stay engaged, and be part of the solution. Together, let us build a future where early warning always leads to the early action, where cutting-edge technology works hand in hand with local wisdom, and where science, compassion, and solidarity guide our path forward. Thank you for your kind attention. May our collective efforts today save a safer, more sustainable tomorrow for the generations to come. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Santi Santi Om. Namo Buddhaya. Salam kebajikan. Thank you very much.